Welcome, dear viewers, to 6 True Stories Creepy Campground Tales Animated. Gather around as we delve into the unsettling world of campfire stories. The forest held its breath, a silent observer to the lone camper's unease.
Figuring it was just a curious raccoon, I cautiously unzipped the tent flap, peering into the impenetrable darkness beyond. My flashlight cut a shaky beam through the trees, revealing a sight that sent chills racing down my spine. There, at the edge of the light, stood a tall, shadowy figure.
He blinked, momentarily blinded by the flashlight's glare, and when he opened his eyes, the figure was gone. The Coleman lantern cast a warm glow on the family gathered around the picnic table, its flickering light creating dancing shadows on their faces. They laughed and shared stories, unaware of the eerie history of the campsite.
We dismissed it as our imaginations running wild, fueled by spooky stories shared around the crackling fire. The laughter and camaraderie made us feel safe, but little did we know something was watching us from the shadows. However, as the days turned into nights, the occurrences grew increasingly disturbing. Strange noises echoed through the forest, and an unsettling feeling of being watched never left us. Footsteps outside our tent when no one was there, shadows moving in the periphery of our vision, and the sense of an unseen presence lurking just beyond the firelight. Disembodied voices murmuring our names from the darkness. The whispers grew louder each night, making it impossible to sleep.
Desperate for answers, they finally approached a park ranger, his face etched with a mixture of pity and grim understanding. He listened intently, nodding as if he had heard it all before.
That site, he said, was abandoned years ago. There were disappearances, unexplained. The ranger's words sent chills down our spines. No one goes there anymore. The once lively campsite now stood as a silent testament to the mysteries that remained unsolved.
Laughter echoed through the trees as the group of friends hiked along the sun-dappled trail. Rounding a bend, they came to an abrupt halt, their merriment dying in their throats.
"I can't find my family," she whispered, her voice barely audible above the rustling leaves.
Taking pity on the lost child, they decided to lead her back to the ranger station at the park's entrance.
"This is impossible," he stammered. "This girl, she's been missing for over 50 years.
Chapter 4: The Skinwalker in the Forest.
The campfire crackled merrily, casting dancing shadows on our faces. We shared stories and laughter, feeling a sense of camaraderie and safety in the heart of the forest. As we nestled together beneath a blanket of stars, the night seemed peaceful, almost magical. The sky was clear and the stars twinkled brightly above us.
As they drifted off to sleep, a strange sound pierced the stillness, an eerie, almost otherworldly noise that sent shivers down their spines. It was a chilling mimicry of a human voice calling their names, echoing through the trees and making their hearts race with fear.
Days turned into a terrifying game of cat and mouse. They were constantly on edge, every rustle of leaves and snap of twigs making them jump. The unnerving calls continued, always just beyond the reach of our flashlight beams. It felt as if the forest itself was alive, watching and waiting.
They had stumbled into a nightmare, hunted by something that defied explanation, something ancient and evil, a skinwalker. The fear was palpable, and escape seemed impossible. Chapter 5: The Strange Campfire Visitor.
The flames of the campfire danced in the darkness, casting flickering shadows that stretched and contorted like phantoms in the night.
A twig snapped behind him, breaking the spell. He turned, his heart skipping a beat.
I offered him a seat by the fire, and the old man slowly lowered himself onto a nearby log.
The hiker, captivated by the old man's stories, glanced away for a moment. When he turned back, the old man was gone. Chapter 6: The Disappearing Trail. The trail wound its way deeper into the forest, beckoning the two hikers with the promise of breathtaking vistas and unspoiled wilderness. They had heard tales of this path, a route less traveled, where nature's beauty was said to be untouched by human hands. The trail, clearly marked on their map, seemed to fade away, swallowed by the encroaching undergrowth. It was as if the forest itself was trying to erase their presence, reclaiming the path with every step they took. Panic began to set in as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long, eerie shadows. The once eerie shadows. The once inviting trail now felt like a labyrinth, each shadow playing tricks on their minds, making them question their every move. And then they saw them, faint ghostly lights flickering in the distance, beckoning them deeper into the heart of the unknown. Were these lights a sign of hope, or a lure into further danger? The air grew colder, and the forest seemed to whisper secrets they couldn't quite understand. The forest held its breath, watching, waiting. Every rustle of leaves, every snap of a twig felt amplified in the silence, as if the forest itself was alive, observing their every move. Outro: until next time, sleep tight. Thank you for watching 6 True Stories Creepy Campground Tales Animated. If you enjoyed these chilling tales, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-tingling stories. Until next time, stay safe and beware of what lurks in the shadows.